I've sold millions in online fitness coaching programs over the years. I've worked with hundreds of coaches, helping them build their online businesses from scratch. Most have made at least £5,000 per month with the coaching work we've done. Some have gone to make 10, 20, 30, £50,000 per month within their business. There's inevitably some big mistakes, however, I see new coaches making all the time. People book calls, they want me to audit their business from these videos, and I've reviewed some of these application forms and pages, right? And I see a lot of the same mistakes being made. In this video, I want to have a conversation about 3 of the dumbest mistakes I see new coaches, especially, make that are stopping them from getting clients, stopping them from getting leads and sales for their coaching business as well, and what you should do instead to grow. The first biggest mistake I see coaches make is that they obsess about needing a website. And what I mean by obsess is they want to build out their website. They want to build out a fancy email sequence to lead capture people and capture leads rather. They have videos on their website. They put articles on their website. They have emails built out so when someone opts in for a recipe book or calorie calculator, they get emails, they get all of this different stuff, the automations, ads to the website. The biggest problem with all of this is you can build the most amazing website in the world, but no one's going to see your website. And what I mean by this is rather simple, right? What I mean by this is the website is absolutely pointless if you have no one that can go to that website and no one knows that website exists. For example, you can build this is an analogy. You can have an amazing restaurant. You can build a really good restaurant with a really good menu, like amazing food in there, a really perfect menu, like it's the right color code, the right color codes, the right like perfect menu. Gordon Ramsay's making a menu, or whoever the chef is that you most admire and you most want to eat from. If this restaurant is in someone's house, it's hidden, and no one knows how to get there, no one knows it even exists, like that restaurant's going to stay broke. It's not going to make any money, and it's not going to get clients. And this is what a lot of the time coaches make as the equivalent. If you want to build a website, like you're not sending anyone to that website, and it's not going to really go anywhere, right? And this is a second point as well with this as well. You can have a website, but new coaches a lot of the time are trying to build this website. They're trying to build these lead magnets, these articles, but they're doing it from a place of not knowing what someone else that they want to work with actually wants from this website. So with our clients, one of the biggest things we always think about is, what problem am I solving when I post a content, right? When I post a piece of content, when our clients post a piece of content, the big goal should be, what problem is this piece of content solving? Like, it should have a really clear purpose as to why you're posting it, right? If it doesn't have a clear purpose behind it, it's pointless. And a lot of the time coaches just don't have enough experience, not enough know-how to know what problems they're solving. So they create a website with all the things they want to know, all the things they want to have on this website. They put on their photo shoot, like pictures, they put in their recipe guides and their workouts and what stuff they're doing. All of this is completely useless to the people you want to work with. So I would recommend highly not putting so much focus on the website. I'd recommend highly to first obsess about having conversations, really putting the content out there, like short form Instagram content would be the best in my opinion, because I built a 6-figure business just from posting Instagram content alone, and so have many of our clients. Post Instagram content, short form, you get a really fast response rate, like what's good, what's not, what works, what doesn't. You know within an hour, within 24 hours if something was good, like if it went well, the post, if it got likes, if it got engagement, if it got comments, or if it didn't. So that's the first thing, like put more content out there, like short form, have more conversations with people in DMs, in sales calls, to understand what problems they have, what help do they need, and then you can tailor these stuff in your content. For example, you might want to work with busy dads. to lose weight. And you might think, okay, if I work with busy dads, one of the biggest things they want from a coaching program, or what they want to know from a coaching program is like what kind of workout split they'll be doing, as an example. And then you start speaking to these dads on calls and DMs, and they actually say, I don't really have enough time to train right now. And then you realize, okay, I shouldn't really be talking so much about like how good and how scientific my workout is. I should really be talking about how they can only train 2 times a week or 3 times a week and still get results. This is an example of how you can do it. The second mistake I see people making, and coaches making actually, is posting just valuable content that nobody cares about. I alluded to this a little bit just now, but value content is officially dead in 2025. The reason it's dead is you can use AI, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Grok, you can use any AI software to get value content. You can go on TikTok or Instagram on the Explore page. If someone wants to lose weight, there's AI videos, literally thousands, if not millions of AI videos showing people valuable workout splits, valuable nutrition hacks, valuable recipes. People don't care about value anymore because there's so much value content on social media. It's kind of drowning out and it doesn't really convert, it doesn't really work anymore. Instead of value content, what you should be posting and what you should be doing is posting content that's solving problems and content that's genuinely, almost emotionally triggering, right? And here's again an example in the busy dads situation. If you work with busy dads, what's the big problem that they have right now? What's stuff that they're going through their day thinking about constantly, like, or not constantly, but what's things that come to mind, right? What are the problems they have? What are the things they need a solution to? So you might think they want to lose 20 pounds. This is a big problem, but it might not be that. The problem that they might have right now is they wake up in the morning, they feel exhausted. They have very low sex drive, for example, or they're a single dad and maybe they want to get back out and have confidence with dating, and they don't know how to balance it, or whatever it might be, right? Like, all of these are immediate emotionally triggering problems. If you can create content that solves these and speaks to them, it'll be way easier to grow your coaching business. So stop posting value and start posting content that's genuinely helpful and genuinely helping people move forward. That's the second thing I see people make as a mistake. The third one and the final one is just being afraid, man. Being afraid of sales, being afraid of messaging, being afraid of fear of rejection of the unknown. One of the biggest truths and hardest truths you can take is that building your business is going to require you to do some hard tasks. But if it means you do some of the hard work and it allows you to make £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 from your phone anywhere in the world, it'd be worth doing. If you can't like put a little bit of time every week to do uncomfortable stuff in your business, like have conversations about people you're going to work with, about your business, you're probably not cut out to be an online coach. And this is the hardest truth you can take. You're going to need to have some conversations about your coaching, especially at the start. While you're growing your following, while you need to make money, have conversations with the people you're going to work with. Tell them about how your coaching program works. Understand if this is what they need. And the more conversations you have, the more you will understand exactly what needs to be in your coaching program, what you need to talk about, and what people don't give a toss about, so you don't need to talk about it. So use more of your messages on Instagram, use more sales calls, book, even if it's a 10-minute call, right? I heard a story of a really well-known millionaire, right? He's building his coaching business, and he was while he was building his coaching business, one thing he would do is he would pay strangers on LinkedIn that look like his ideal client. He'd pay them $500 just to sit with them on a call for an hour, and on the call he would then get an idea in terms of what problems they had, what goals, what they needed help with, and he would use all of these ideas, all of this kind of data to create content, to create YouTube videos, to build out his coaching program, to basically be more specific to the problems that people had that he wanted to work with. And he was paying people money to get this information, right? All you have to do to get this information is book a 10-minute call with someone from your Instagram stories or from your followers. Then you understand like their goals, their struggles. Even if they don't pay you at the end for your coaching, you would be way better. You'd be a much better coach. You'd be a much better content creator, a much better business owner once you have this data. As long as you're listening, as soon as you're properly listening, you're taking notes of what people tell you. Even better if you're recording the calls, because even if someone doesn't sign up from this conversation, as long as you're constantly taking this information, you're applying it to what content people want to see more of, you get way better much quicker. So use those 3 points, or inverse and reverse these points, and use the positive of that, so you don't make the mistakes, so you can grow your business much quicker, much faster. You can get more clients, more results, the whole shebang. If you found this video helpful, if you're fed up of spinning your wheels with your coaching business, if you're here watching this video nodding your head that you're making these mistakes time and time again, and you actually want to solve them, and you want to grow and build your coaching business much quicker, much faster, I work and I partner with coaches one-to-one, so we can jump in their business, partner together, usually within a 3 to 6 month period, and we can basically start, build and grow their businesses online, and actually allow them to have the freedom to work from anywhere, support their family, do all of this stuff. If you want to see how it works to work with me one-to-one, if you want to apply, there'll be a link down below, so you can do that after watching this video. And if you're a right fit, you'll be able to speak to me one-to-one. We can understand your business and see how I can help you. If you want to do that, there'll be a link below for you to apply. If you have any other questions or anything else you want covered in future videos, make sure to comment what you want covered, and make sure to hit like and subscribe, because you wouldn't miss out on future videos just like this as well.